Appreciate that. Buy me 20,000. Okay. Mike V from TradeGATEHub. Good late morning, everyone. I apologize for being a little bit late for those that are waiting, but you know what? We'll sign into Tradeview Markets. We'll go into TradeGATEHub this morning, and here we are. A couple of things I want to point out, and you can all watch via yesterday's video with Coach and I. Watch any of the videos. I would suggest if you haven't done that, you have to. You have to get a picture of and an idea of what we do. Okay. For those that know what we do, let's go to yesterday's posting. Okay. Very simply. RCL calls with sound. Let's go to the video thing, as they used to say. A stock taking tremendous amount of calls that we put on TGH last couple of days. SOUN taking tremendous amount of calls right there. RCL, as I just pointed out, taking tremendous amount of calls along with CCL last couple of days. Look at this chart on CCL now. I think that's a meme stock as well. Saying Lennar. How could you not like Lennar here? What else is acting? Square. There you go. Took out a multi-year, if not out. Let's look at the chart on Square. Okay, there you go on Square. It's up to you. Coach has probably a better view of that long term. He probably says it's going to 200-day. You know what? It's so underowned. It snuck up there to a degree. I get it. Look at even a stock like Lyft. Lyft tips even hanging in there, peaking its head up. Rum. You know, these stocks are working. And you know what? It doesn't matter about the markets. I can't. I'm sick of saying it. It's completely. Here's my universe, or at least my basic universe right here. Okay. Does it matter? And the video is down. You know, I think it was down 40 or 50. Avago, semis are down. MU can't find footing. There are great actionable ideas, Coach. But how about this? What about FCX? Watched the video for Coach and I yesterday. It's Dollar Tree against Williams Sonoma. There's two retail earnings as bifurcated as you can get. Dollar Tree is down. What does that tell you of the economy? Nobody wants to buy a dollar fork anymore, or 50 forks for $1. But they apparently have an appetite for a $100 wooden spoon. It's right there. You know what I mean? All right. What else? Other stocks. AEM still taking calls. There it is. AEM's been pounding calls. Let's go again. FCX we have. I'm adding to it. Alcoa got out of me this morning. I'm adding to it. Sound good calls. Root, Carvana, Planeteer, 3M, a day delay. We have it in the fund. They tried to pull it back down. Now it's going even higher. 3M, Minnesota Mine. Even more so, maybe emblematic of what the market's doing at this point. It's rotation. The VIX is hanging in there a little bit higher than it normally would. Here's coin. Got an upgrade to 300 today. I told you the boys liked it to 300. I am not in it. But if you look at MSTR, the biggest, coin today, I think $1 billion secondary. Matter of fact, let me edify that statement. And if I want news, where do I go? I usually go to, I'm sure Surf's Up has it because he has all the news and post all the relevant news. But let's go right now. I don't want to be, let's go to coin. I'm almost positive coin did a secondary of $1 billion. And you know what? They came to mind because MSTR did the same thing, and it reacted the same way. Come on. There, you know what? It's so irrelevant. Coinbase. There it is. Last night, after $1 billion of convertible senior notes due, they shrugged it off. The news is on the bottom of the pile of a stock doing basically doing that. MSTR did the same thing. They shrugged it off and says, "How you doing?" But you know what? The miners are acting very very poorly, and I'm not saying I'm short them, but Mara made their moves up. These are the ones that will go. Bitcoin was 60,000, 64,000, and Mara was here fat because I was shorted. Same with Riot. So what's going to come down? Bitcoin, you want to play relative weakness and short the other ones, but they're bifurcated as well. It is what it is. SCCO, Lotto Fund of Copper that we've been bringing up so many times. It's getting redundant. The word redundant is edified here. SCCO was coiling a tremendous amount of calls for some time now. LUV, Boeing, let's see if they still are doing anything. No, day delay. LUV, some airlines that kept bouncing. You could see it doesn't even matter. Price range, volume and action. Okay, another one I'm in today. RX taking option call. What 20,000 of this, 10,000 of this, I believe. RX, a pharmaceutical. I love when it says pharmaceutical. 2 weeks ago, you could have been Tradeview Markets Pharmaceuticals and you could win public and hit 100. RX, option flow, like it. I'm in it. What else am I in? Tell you what, I'm in FCX. I did short Onion. Oh, you know what? I'm getting fancy now. I shorted Onion, a little Onion. Okay, the retailers aren't acting that well, as everybody knows. Hell of a comeback in the Onion, though. By the way, it was an Isaac, I think, who was ever out there, hopefully did not short that CELH that day. You know, there was the CELH. It gave the day delay to the put, gave you, that pullback to the 10-day, and that was it. There's CLH day. Looks like it's going to 100. Actually, that's what's holding the Onion up too. But I shorted at the gap. I wanted a little bit short. Maybe the market's proverbially extended. Why am I looking at the market, if you will? Sentiment more than anything. So here's Onion. I shorted at the gap. But I short, I think I'm short 4,000. 4,031.88. I did make money in short this morning, though. I shorted right here and took money off. So I went back to the well. I'm not going to leave the stop in much. Maybe it goes to 32.30. I'm out of it. Maybe they whatever they do. It's not a core position. I wanted to put something on. What else is going on? Top left, ATI. That's in metal, or if you will, the components. L1T is going, so that thin one. Nope, not interested. DraftKings, General Motors. All right. This is what's going on now. Even Ford upgraded. General Motors, chart on General Motors. Here's the chart on Tesla. Now, what's the deal between everybody could have their opinion on what they want. I'm going to give it. I'm probably not going to be that. There's no formula for why Tesla's down here. As General Motors and the others goes up, the EV market's doing poor. But I think at this point with Tesla, after Solar City, after SpaceX, after a lot of projects have been throwing out there, and the EV market not doing too well, and the hangover from buying the formerly known entity as Twitter. I think you're with Tesla. I think you're basing it's more skewed on the side of the person than the product at this point. Maybe 2-3 years ago it was more, like I said, those previous products or entities that were still exciting. Maybe things dried out, who knows? Maybe it became more political, but Tesla, to me, I'm not sure it's so much about the product, because the other ones are hanging in there. LI, they make the Chinese auto EV maker. I mean, they're doing something. Somebody's buying EVs there. Even Rivian bounced a little bit more than Tesla. Rivian, whatever you want to call it. So that's my dissertation there. What are we going to do going forward? We got some earnings posted in TGH. Do I have any questions? I'll go with Dow Jones at the high. This is what I look at when I go back here. Go to my other screen. Okay, I'll take TGH out of there for a second. Brookcap. He's in there again. Good for you, Brooke. Okay. We got a lot of returning guys peeking their head up, so we appreciate it. Just to say hello. It doesn't have to be a cult. Dow Jones at the high, PayPal or activity. Why not? Square's breaking new highs. Let's go right here. Hess, sweeps detected. Hess, natural gas. Tiger, I'm in it. Not gonna lie. AMD bearish. Lennar taking calls. Let's go to what's going on. Most active today. There's the list. I probably brought up most of them. If I didn't, I apologize. I'll do better. But I'm not really sure what's on the list. I'm just Sound brought it up. Tesla brought it up. AMD brought it up. GXAI is on. TradeGATEHub brought it up as a little floater. Mara brought it up. Apple, Coach brought it up. I'm sure. Riven. All right. JD, acting well. Acting well. Zimmer. Oh, I got to look at the Zim now. There's Zim. They took it down. Zim integrated shipping. Everybody that wanted to short it when the embargo, whatever, they cornered the ports. Now there's time to break it down to Zimmer. Look at percent gainers intraday. Percent gainers intraday. I'll try to talk out loud. GXI brought it up. Swin, that's a bounce. Holo. Holo, your holo. Low floater. This is what I see with, when I see something like Holo. Obviously, I know Holo, what's it's been doing, what's done before. A month and a half ago, the stock was 96. So now it's 2-day bounce, if you will, 5 to 7. But I have a feeling there's a lot of people stuck somewhere. Like I'm stuck on a couple of things, I'm not gonna lie. They keep just dribbling, drowning. Everybody's hoping it's gonna go back to 36, but it's not. So when I see Holo like that, I hope it's gonna go back for people that are stuck in it. I've been there, I get it, but it ain't going back up there. So that's what I look at when I see Holo on the screen. But when I look at this one, Sound, BMR, low floater, that's an AI low float. It's same with BMR, low float AI play. It was a form very similar, I believe. BMR, it's a little sexier. I get it. BMR, same position. Okay, what else on the list? SIGA, DRCT, not sexy enough. Has 100,000 shares for me. ANNX, averages a million a day. Now it's done 2 million. Has a decent range, well off the high. If the high is 580, it's 541. Not sexy enough. I want a stock like that with not that. I mean, obviously it's decent volume, but 1.5 million shares I don't need. HCM, MIMM sold the last night at 9. Fact. Rum brought it up. MMMD hot. Sound brought it up. Square brought it up. It's got the volume. Socks. All right, let's go. Let's go. Percent losers on the day. If anybody thinks the market's extended, it's up to you. But let's see what they're selling. NVIDIA is NVIDIA 2-timer split. RYD, low floater, Dollar Tree brought it up. Zim brought it up. Nothing sexy. I don't see anything sexy. Even Dollar Tree is not. Dollar Tree stands alone when it's down 15% in an area where it's shrugging everything else off. You know what I mean? I want to see everything else down 4%. I want to see Walmart down 3%, even a tag along. Yes, Hess is taking calls. All right, I'm gonna leave it off. Let's look at the Hess chart though. Can't argue. Hess has got it in it too. I saw, Hess has got some refinery. I saw PBF calls go before. Oh no, I didn't see PBF. That hurts. I like trading stock. I like the stock PBF. Valero. Well, let's go to the other one. Valero. There you go. I feel it. I'm going to tell you, this Valero. Goldman loves this thing, and they love it when it's higher. I wouldn't be surprised. Refiners. That's the state. That's what we're doing now. MPC. Pardon. There it is. Normally the best of breed that was going on the first. I didn't bring it up yet, but I will. PSX. Refiner. So Hess is taking some calls. Maybe they're playing catch up. Maybe Hess is buying somebody. That's why it's such a laggard. That's what I think. Not sure. Who knows? Next. These are things that run through my mind. Morgan Stanley on a 9er on the upside. Oh no, a 4 on the upside. Let's look at Morgan if they're posting it. Morgan. I get it. Nice day on Morgan Stanley. Nice day. Out of nowhere. City about to break in now. This is incredible. How did this happen? Goldman, the big daddy, taking calls, coach. Or still taking calls. JP and the boys, best of breed. I don't know what to tell you. There it is. Every bank across the board. Eyes. Trade your own. Hal Schlumberger in the fund. I want to tell you. As ARM going lower, maybe going lower. What else do we have? I mean, they're taking up banks, AEM, Williams Sonoma. You're taking everything there's new best of breeds and everywhere. It doesn't matter. Intel. Intel, they canceled, the government canceled, I think, a 5 billion, some huge cancel Intel. So there are things to trade, relative weakness and relative strength. My suggestion is that there's a lot to do because there is a lot of separation. Just, don't be a piker, take pride in the fills and know where you want to get filled on, you know what I mean? And the timing of the market, don't just let something do something egregiously. It doesn't work out that way, just to do it. So be precise. The market's getting a little bit thinner. I could feel it out there. So be aware. Best of breeds, keep looking at stocks like CLH. See how they do. It's more than just a $95 stock that sells soda. It's more probably derived by what the market is doing, those proverbial momentum stocks. You know what I mean? Bristol Myers, is that taking a rest? No. So let's see if some of these stocks take a rest. It doesn't mean it's over. It just means the rotation has to still prep on. So if I have any other questions or any questions, White House, hold on. Putin says he's prepared for something nuclear, right? Is that so? He brought up the word nuclear, and the market shrugged it off, and the Dow hit new highs. Okay, no problem. But I guess that's what type of market we're in. He should say everything is peaceful, and the rest of the world will have happily ever after. The market would pull down 2,000. Market would correct. Dan, very good trader. Very good trader if you're not following my Twitter feed. Dan, a friend, I talked to him, and I agree with you. There's a liker. Remember this now. I'm sure I do. FSM. I remember it, Coach. Welcome to the party, PayPal. Okay. PayPal's got catch up. I get it. There it is. Everybody's jumping on PayPal because Square is breaking out there. I get it. That's kind of a first level thinking to me, but it worked. I got you. All right. Congratulations. PayPal's going. I'll leave it there. Any questions? SMH, Square, SMCI. I'm going through my Twitter feed again. It's bad out there when they're preferring NIO, and Jake's a friend. We've had him on here, Coach. When he's pointing NIO out as opposed to Tesla. So think Dad's a Tesla. Okay, another friend. You know what? I'm gonna leave it at this. I know I'm redundant, but you know what, Coach? Guest of TGH. 250,000 subscribers. Larry from Coach. Guest of TGH. 100,000 followers. Incredible. If you're not following TGH. I got to get better in order to be up with these people, to be honest with you, although they don't have an hat like me. Bottom line is SPX advanced decline line at an all-time high yesterday. Another indication of market breadth. Basically, what I was saying a little while ago that, you could play the short side, you could play the long side. Be both sides, if you will, which I always am. There's an issue. How could I not be when the Dow's making highs like this? But you know what? You cut the weeds and you water the flowers, and you let your winners run. As long as the VIX stays in check, and you're playing the appropriate trend, we'll keep let it going. All right. So, thanks for tuning in. I would suggest going to watching Coach's video this morning, which I am going to do. Coach, Silver 3 Jive. High risk short. You're welcome, Lewis. Coach already got 115 views an hour ago, setting a major bar. We ain't even getting 500 views a day as we approached over 4,000 subscribers. That's freaking impressive. It's not where we've been, it's where we're going. Silver Dream Boy. Coach, why not buying silver on a pullback instead of shorting it? I get it. I'm trying to avoid those situations these days. I'm trying to build it, but I get the silver. You know what? I'm long AGQ. Hold on a second. Live trading. I'm long AGQ in the fund, not going to lie. AGQ. I could take this thing off now. I'm going to add to it. Coach. I'm adding to AGQ as I speak. I don't care what I'm doing. Where's the thing? Well, big. That, by the way, that's the big fund. AGQ buying 800 more. That's Mike V. 2860. You saw it. I just broke AGQ higher. Just moved the market cap of AGQ by $1 gazillion, Mike V. Made a difference today. And you know what? If you keep doing it, we'll make a difference for you too in TGH by watching our videos and having a plan and going by with us. It's a process. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It didn't happen this way. Hood bullish. By the way, Hood just calls besides AIG. Hood has overtaken the second place of calls so far this year. Don't kill the messenger. Hood. You know what? It's right up here too. You'll see. I'm excited. What do you want me to do? Hood. Everyday buying in the name. January 25 and 26 have been the top sweeper buying this year. All right, okay. All right. I'm telling you. Tomorrow we have retail sales. Beautiful. More reason for action. AIG, Hood, and FCCO is up there. Probably still is. So I can talk all day. We're under a time scan. All right. TGH, thanks for tuning in behind the scenes. Surfs Up. Alexis works with me all the time. Every day. Coach, cheers. Thanks for tuning in.